So today we're going to do a little intro song called Follow Me, and then we'll do our Peace Begins With Me meditation. We'll do a seated warm-up, and then I will read you a book. It is called I Am Love, and it's one of a series of yoga books that I share with the kids. Usually there are some yoga poses. This one doesn't have many yoga poses, but it's a beautiful story about love, and then we will learn the poses for a yogi went to see, and we'll be learning dolphin pose, boat pose, dolphin pose, heron pose, and fish pose, and then we'll do the poses over and over for several verses. And that will lead us into resting garden, so we'll have a kid's version of Shavasana, and then we'll do a little bit of breath work and close out. So that should be our 30 minutes. But yeah, if any of my other preschool kids that I'm used to seeing all the time, if you guys are on, let me know. I would love to say hi to you. So I hope everyone is well. It's hard to even keep track of the days here lately, so very strange times. But we had a grown-up session this morning that went really well. It felt good to feel connected to everyone. So hopefully we'll have a good kids class too. Hi Kimmy, hi Elena. How are you guys? It's so good to not really see you, but to see that you're on with us today. So we'll give it just one more minute. Really all you need today is just space. You really don't even need, really need a yoga mat, just some space to stretch and move. And that's it. So how's everybody doing out there? If you want to tell me if you're going stir crazy, if your kids are driving you crazy, if you're bored. I'd love to hear from you. Hi, sweet Elena. And happy birthday. I saw it was your 3rd birthday, so happy birthday. I would love to be in class celebrating with you today. And today is Tuesday. It would have been back at the old school, a day to celebrate. So anyways. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We have a few people that have jumped on. For those that are just joining us, we're going to start with a warm-up song called Follow Me. So let me get the camera set up. Try not to make anybody seasick. Okay. And then just see. My girl Anna is helping me today. Yeah, go ahead. So this one's called Follow Me. It's a Follow the Leader song. And it's one of the kids' favorites. So we're going to come up on tippy toes and just walk in place. You can walk all around the room that you're working in. Little tiny steps. Go in a circle. Other direction. The golden rule of yoga is what you do on one side, you have to do on the other. Now we're going to walk on our heels. So toes are lifted up and kind of doing a penguin walk. Go in your circle. And now we're going to hop. Hop on one foot. Switch your feet. You're doing great. All right, feet together. All right, bunny hops. And then higher. See if you can get the knees higher. Kick it with your left foot, kick it with your right, and shake. Kick it with your left foot, kick it with your right, wiggle, and shake. Jump up, stomp, stomp, jump up, and twist, twist, spin around, freeze. Now we're going to clap. See if you can reach all the way up to the ceiling. One side. Stretch those arms. Other side. Stretch with that arm. Behind your back. See if you can keep it going as fast as you were up front. Clap for your toes. Big clap. Good job. Good. Now everybody come crisscross applesauce down to the floor, and we'll do a little bit of we'll introduce the Peace Begins With Me meditation. Let me move the camera down just a little bit. Okay. Hi, Michelle. I'm wondering which grandkids you have with you today. All right, sitting up, crisscross applesauce, finding your sit bones. Those are the bones in your hip that you sit upon. So feeling those bones connected with the earth, right into your mat. Top of the head up towards the sky. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. I bet a couple of those kids said that. So we're going to bring finger to thumb, back of the hands down to the lap. Bring the belly button in just a little bit. Maybe close your eyes and give gratitude and maybe a loving word for yourself. Maybe give gratitude and a little bit of love for your family. And maybe a little bit of gratitude and love for your community. So the people that you don't see every day right now, but you know that live near you or that you see on a regular basis. Send a little bit of love to your teachers and your classmates that you might be separated from. And then wiggle those fingers and wiggle those toes and open your eyes. So the meditation that we do with our kids is called Peace Begins With Me. And we move our fingers to thumb with each word that we say. This is an acupressure point so that our brain starts thinking more on the inside and less on the outside. And it keeps the kids focused a little bit more. So we're going to say, Peace begins with me 3 times out loud, 3 times in a whisper. And then we're going to close our eyes and try to think it inside our brains for 1 minute. And since I can't hear the kids stirring around, and I'll have my eyes closed, I'm going to give it my best guess. So sitting up nice and tall, if you guys get distracted by sounds either in my house or in your house, then just take a deep breath and begin again. So it goes like this. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Now whisper. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Now close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Keep moving those fingers and think it inside your brain for 1 minute and go. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big breath out. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back. Say, good job, me. And then blow your brain a kiss to hold on to it the rest of the day. And open your eyes. Good job. So take just a moment and check in and notice how your brain is feeling and how your body's feeling. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit calmer. Hopefully, sometimes kids tell me their brain feels soft or their body feels soft, that they feel good inside. So if you're with your child right now, go ahead and ask them how they're feeling after that. And that's really just meditating for like 1 minute and 30 seconds. We do this every time we are in class together. It takes some practice, but my students, one of the students that are watching today, she just turned 3 today, and she even took the meditation home to her mom. So even our youngest little kids can find skills to self-regulate and to calm themselves. So it's It's a really beautiful thing, and a lot of times those same kids take them home and teach mom and dad or grandmas and grandpas how to do the same thing. So really nice work. So finding our crisscross, take a deep breath in, raise the arms up, wiggle your fingers, and then bring the hands down in front of you. Walk the hands away from the body, but keep the bottom connected with the earth. Stretch, try and bring the forehead towards the floor. And then bring your elbows down, place your chin inside your hands for TV watching pose. So I have a feeling we're all watching a little bit of TV, some movies. Maybe the YouTube is on more than we care for it to be on. Or maybe we're sitting like this to read a book, so hopefully we're trying to find some balance. Take a deep breath in, release the hands back, tuck the chin, roll all the way up. Place one hand to the side, stretch and reach, say hello hand. And switch to the other side, hello hand. Let's do that stretch one more time. And to the other side. And come back to neutral. Look up, look down, look up, look down. Slowly like a sloth, look all the way around. And why do we say slowly like a sloth with our neck? What does our neck hold? Our noggin. What's inside of our noggin? Our beautiful brain. So we want to take our time and really slowly roll the neck in one direction and the other. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Come back to neutral. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Shoulders up, shoulders down, shoulders up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All the way around. 1, 2, and 3, and forward. 1, 2, 3. Smell the flower. Blow out the candle. Smell the flower. Blow out the candle. Give yourself a hug and a kind word. And release. So moving on to our book. I'm going to get a little bit closer so that hopefully we can see the book and maybe you can hear me. I know that hey Janine, hey, how are you guys? So it's fun seeing some of my friends on here. Okay, so this is our book. Again, I'm brand new at doing these Facebook Lives, so we practiced it with our video, doing with the selfie camera. Hopefully it's not all completely backwards. If it is, by all means, send me some feedback and let me know. We'll try and change it for next time. But this book is called I Am Love. It's one of a series of 4 books written by Susan Verde, and the art is by Peter H. Reynolds. They're such beautiful books. The other books are I Am Yoga, I Am Human. I forgot what the other one was. I Am Peace. So those are the 4 books. And this book was given to me by one of the directors of the preschools that I work in, and they're always so generous to me. They're at Longleaf Learning Center in Trinity, and they've been so supportive. But this was such a treat because I didn't know that this one was released. So this one is called I Am Love, a Book of Compassion. Oh, this one has a great dedication to it. The dedication from Susan says, "This book is my love letter to the world, as each one of us is worthy of love in all its forms and expressions, and we are all capable of adding light to the world when we listen to our hearts and choose love." And I just thought that was so beautiful. So here is how the story goes. When I see someone going through a storm, and I'll try and show you both the pictures. When I see someone going through a storm of hurt and unfairness, of anger and sadness, when the sun disappears and the skies grow dark, I think there's a chance some of us can relate right now. And I see there is fear. I ask myself, what can I do to help the light back in? I put my hands on my heart and listen, and that is where I find the answers. I have compassion. I act with tenderness. So you can see she's concerned about how she's going to help her friend. And by placing her hands on her heart alone just calms her nerves, calms her mind, and allows her to think. And so she brings her friend an umbrella. It says, I am love. I can listen and not say a word. I can be there. Love is being present. Hi, Rian. Hi, buddy. How are you? I can hug and hold and say, everything will be all right. Love is comfort. I can speak softly and choose my words and actions carefully. Love is gentle. I can give thanks for all I have and am able to share. Love is gratitude. I can keep my mind and body safe and healthy. Love is taking care of me. And then for my students at home, tell your grown-ups what pose that is. It's dancer pose. I can express what's important to me. Love is creative. I can know that no one is perfect. Love is understanding. So this one is a good one. She's expressing herself by creating a beautiful garden in the shape of a heart. And her friend is expressing herself through music, but she kind of tramples part of the heart garden. And then you see they're working together to try to rebuild it. I can do my best to make things better when something is wrong. Love is effort. I can celebrate those I've loved before. Love is remembering. So there's a little picture of her and her grandmother, I would assume, and lighting a candle of remembrance to keep her memory alive. I can find goodness in a kind word, a helping hand, or a shared smile. Love is tiny gestures. So it doesn't take much. I tell the kids all the time, even though they're small, does not mean that they aren't capable of doing big things. So I remind them that even though they're small, they are still mighty. I can breathe in the air that the world shares and know all creatures are made from the very same stardust. Love is connection. And what a blessing for technology to help us be a little bit more connected today. When the clouds roll in for others and for me, I know now there is something I can do. I can let my heart lead the way. I am love. You are love. We are love. And with love, we will weather the storm and light up the sky together. So what a good reminder for the uncertainty that some of us might be feeling right now, and knowing when we center ourselves and love ourselves first, it allows us to love our people a little bit more fully and wholly. So yes, so I will link that in the comments at the end of the video. So for now, we are going to learn a couple of yoga poses that go with the activity song today. The activity song is a kidding around yoga song called A Yogi Went to Sea, and it's a fun one. It's going to get your heart rate up. So there's a couple of poses to learn. The first one is called boat pose. And so for boat pose, we talk to the kids about their sit bones, and those are the bones in the hips that we sit upon. For boat pose, you're going to engage your core by bringing your belly button into your backbone. Nice long spine, and we're going to rock away from the sit bones by leaning back, but still keeping a nice long spine. So if you can see from the bottom, the base of my skull to my tailbone, you'll see a nice long spine. So boat pose can look like this, where your toes are connected. You can float them halfway, keeping a nice strong core, or bringing that belly button in. You can even place the hands, the fingertips towards the hips, and see if you can reach those legs all the way up. Just keeping that spine long and the shoulders away from the ears. So this one is boat pose, so you choose. As we're in boat pose, a lot of times we'll do row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. The next one is dolphin. So this one's going to be a little tricky. I'm going to try and cue the poses. You're supposed to keep your head and your neck really still to protect your noggin for this one. So this one for, it's sort of like downward dog, but you're on your forearms. So I've been teaching the kids your forearm is from your wrist to your elbow, and the hands will be pressed together. So you come to your forearms. Let me make sure I'm in the picture. And then turn the toes under. Lift the tailbone all the way up towards the sky and bring the ears towards the insides of the arms. So this is dolphin, and if you want to challenge yourself, you can swim the dolphin by coming forward into a forearm plank and then pushing the bottom back up, and you can swim the dolphin back and forth. Just keep the belly button pulled in towards the backbone to protect your spine. So that's dolphin. And then you can also offer the chance, we like doing animal noises in my class. So if your kid has a really good dolphin noise, please invite them to share it. Heron pose is next. We get a lot of herons in our area. So I don't know, I think most of the people that are on are from Florida right now. So again, finding your sit bones, bringing one foot in towards the hips, and then holding the back of the opposite thigh, shoulders away from the ears, nice long spine, and then start extending the foot up, pointing the toe, seeing if you can pull it in towards your body. So that's one side of heron, and then switching sides to the next. And then the last pose we are going to do is fish pose. You're not going to be able to see my whole body in this. My toe, just trust me that my toes are pointed. If they're not, I bet Anna will let you know, but she says they're pointed. Okay, so again with the forearms, our elbow to our wrist, we're going to lean back on the forearms. I'm trying not to lose myself in the frame. Okay, belly button pulled in, then we're going to tip the top of our head back, scoot the bottom so that we arch the spine, and then at this point you can even put on your best fish face. So leaning back for fish, imagine what color fish you would be, or what type of fish you would be. Make sure you can still breathe in this place, and then slowly unwind. The last pose of the song will allow you to choose your own pose. So you can choose one of the poses that we just learned, or you could choose mountain pose, or tree pose, or star pose. You could do triangle. You could do really any pose you want. So my regulars, or my former students, because I know a couple of my former students are on here, I'm sure you'll remember. So let us get started with A Yogi Went to Sea. Here we go.
If you want to be a yogi like me,
hopefully you can hear the music. You want to turn it up just a little bit?
or even at sea.
A yogi went to sea, to see what she could see. But all that she could see was the bow of her big white boat. So come into boat pose. You can row the boat. You can sail the boat. You could even have a motorboat. A yogi Yogi went to see to see what she could see. But all that she could see was the dolphin. So coming into dolphin, use the forearms, keeping the hips still. Swim the dolphin.
Jumping near the bow of her big white boat.
And then back to boat pose.
Breathe in that briny sea air. Pranayama. It keeps you healthy all the year long.
Yogi went to see what she could see. But all that she could see was a heron. Stretch one side. And then the golden rule of yoga is what you do on one side, you do on the other. Stretch.
Flying over the
Dolphin pose. Come to the forearms. Lift the tailbone. Swim the dolphin forward and back.
jumping near the
Bow of a big boat.
Breathe in that briny
Make sure you're breathing.
Pranayama will keep you focused.
Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. A yogi went to see what she could see. But all that she could see was a fish. Point those toes, come back to your forearms. Fish faces are optional. Lean the head back.
swimming next to the heron.
Heron, make sure you get both sides.
Flying over the
Dolphin pose.
happy. Jumping near the
Bow of a big boat.
Ah, matey.
Make sure you're
Breathe in
breathing.
that briny sea air.
Deep breaths in
Pranayama will help you become
and out.
a better athlete.
now you go out to
See what you can see.
please
Pick a pose for me right now.
and show it.
So any pose that you want. You could do dolphin, heron, boat pose, fish pose. I'm going back to boat pose
Where's the big
because
one?
honestly, it's giving me a little break.
Somewhere.
While you had time to do your pose, a nap is
And now we're getting ready for resting pose. So as soon as you hear the end of this song,
same right now.
invite the body to come all the way down to your mat. So let's rest your back all the way down, stretching the legs out in front of you. See if you can get a little bit comfortable. Feel the shoulders and the hips pressed into the earth. And then bring one leg high in the sky. Squeeze all the muscles tight. Roll the foot in one direction and the other. Squeeze all the muscles tight. And then slowly and gently lower them to the ground. Roll them around and forget about it. Lift the other leg into the sky. Squeeze all the muscles tight. Roll the foot in one direction and the other. Squeeze tight. Slowly and gently lower to the ground. Lift your strong yoga arms into the air. Squeeze all the muscles. And then slowly and gently lower the arms to the ground and forget about them. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, squeeze all the muscles of your face. And then on the out breath, relax from the top of your head, closing your eyes, relaxing your face, and feeling calm all the way to the bottoms of your feet. Keeping your eyes closed and your body still, I invite you to listen to my story. Imagine that you are lifting up into a beautiful fluffy cloud, a cloud so big and so thick it holds you gently inside. As the cloud floats higher in the sky, feel the cool air coming in through your nose and let it feel soft on your skin. As you're floating, start noticing. Notice the color of your sky. It can be blue. It could be green. It could be yellow or pink. It could be rainbow colored. Or it could even be the color of nighttime. The sun could be shining. The moon could be glowing. Just notice. as you're floating, start imagining a place that you would like to rest today. Anywhere that your beautiful imagination can come up with. You could imagine hiking up a mountain, seeing the sun stream through the leaves of the trees, hearing the crunch of the leaves underneath your feet. You could imagine walking on a beach where the sun feels warm on your skin and the air feels cool blowing through your hair, hearing the ocean waves rolling in and the ocean waves rolling out. You could imagine that you're floating in outer space like an astronaut, looking down on the world below. You could imagine that you are on the most incredible playground you've ever been on, all your favorite playground equipment, and maybe even some of your most favorite friends with you. Wherever you choose, start lowering your cloud softly and gently down to the ground and start walking into your resting garden. As you walk in, notice the colors that you might see, the textures you might feel, the sights, sounds, and smells, but mostly notice the way that you feel in your resting garden. I invite you to feel safe and loved, strong and proud, kind, brave, and able, calm, and peaceful. For just a few moments, I'll let you rest, and then you'll hear my voice again. As you start to hear my voice again, slowly and gently start making your way back to your resting garden, back to your cloud, taking one last look of the beautiful job you did with your imagination today. Give gratitude for everything that your body is able to do. Give gratitude for everything that your beautiful mind is capable of. Know that you are beautifully and perfectly made just the way that you are, exactly the way that you are. Make your way back to the cloud, climb on board, and let it gently and softly float you back to the sky, feeling the cool air coming in through your nose and soft on your skin. Allow the cloud to safely float you right back to your yoga mat or to the carpet or right next to your people. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and wiggle your nose. And slowly and gently come back up to a crisscross applesauce. As you join me back in a seated position, if you've got siblings or even a parent that's taking their time getting up, please don't rush them. Give them the space. But as you come to a seated position, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Deep breath in and out. One last time, try and make it your longest breath. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Bring your fingers down to the earth, taking one last inhale. Gather up all the beautiful energy that you helped create into the palms of your hands. Exhaling to heart center, thumbs to the heart to remind us each and every one of us are connected by no mistake. May the whole world be filled with peace and joy, love and light, and lots of peaceful children and teachers and families. Namaste. The light of God in me honors the light of God in you. So may you be well, may you go in peace, be patient with one another. Don't skimp on the self-love this week, or next week, or the week after. Be good to yourself. So take care of yourself so that you can take care of all of those that you're serving. So hopefully I will see you back again next week, and keep checking back. Thank you so much for joining us today. Kiddos, I miss you greatly. I'm so glad that you at least got to see and hear me. I loved seeing some of your parents logging in today, so it was a joy, and you are each a blessing. So take good care, and hopefully I will see you soon. All right, bye guys.